Here we go again. Welcome to another episode of whatever we want to talk about.
3WTA.
We in the building.
As always, we have here
A trio
of wild and crazy guys. This is Tired Mallow.
You got Zim.
This is Bard.
And today we're going to be talking about a little movie called
Face Off.
Let's see. Face Off was Bard's pick. Do you have information on it? Because I didn't collect anything.
Oh, yeah. It won the Academy Award for Best Movie Ever.
Okay. What year was that?
All years.
Okay.
Because it's ever.
It apparently has like above 90 Rotten Tomato score.
That makes sense.
Who was the director?
Percy Jackson?
John Woo.
No.
John Woo was a director, and this is a John Woo film because it has all the tropes of a John Woo film.
You talking about like slow motion at random?
Slow motion, wind blowing on people's outfits, people jumping in slow motion, shooting two guns at the same time.
Yep.
White doves floating past people in slow motion.
It's got good shit.
Mexican standoff. You know, it's has all the tropes of a good John Woo film. So yeah. What else? I'm handing damn it. I'm handing this over to Bard. This is your pick.
The word you're looking for.
That was the pick. Yep, that's the word. Because Tired Mallow is tired. So Bard, we've been through this. Like this
is this like, where I start talking?
Yeah, we've been like almost 20 some episodes now.
All right. I'm Castor Troy. Wait, no, I'm supposed to go. Okay, let's start this off. All right. So Zim, when I first asked you to watch Con Air, you hadn't seen Con Air, right?
I had not.
No.
So then after we figured that out, I was like, okay, you definitely have to watch Face Off. And me and Mallow both said Face Off was better of the two.
I take that back.
Okay, so you were going off of previous memories of the movie, right?
I was going off childhood.
So okay,
memories.
so that's where we were. That's where we started off, right?
Right.
So that we both agreed Face Off was the better of the two. Now you've seen both. Didn't see them before. What are your thoughts now?
I feel Con Air's better. Oh man, yeah. I'm so loud.
You just start yelling to the mic. I feel
Con Air is better.
Damn, that's all right. I'm so sorry, guys.
I'll fix it in post.
I'm apologizing to all of you guys' ears. But no, like when you say we're gonna watch Face Off, had no idea what I was in for, but you know it's round 2 of the cage match.
It's I gotta say something. Like, I do think Con Air is better.
Hold on. Did I ask you for your opinion
shit, my
yet?
bad.
Now let's go to Mallow.
Okay.
Tired Mallow.
How did you feel?
I thought, going back on it, because these are movies from my childhood. Con Air is a better movie, but Face Off is a better Nicolas Cage movie. As in, like, you get the craziness of Nicolas Cage.
You do.
In Con Air, it's tempered. He lets it out every now and again, like, like that when he was in the prison show. But this one, he is going all.
He's Nicolas Cage.
He's Nicolas Cage. This is the Nicolas Cage I love it. I love this one. This right here. This is the crazy one. And he's all wide eyed and he's all like, oh yeah, like this. What the fuck? What did he say? It's like, what? I had to write it down. If I were to let you suck.
Oh yeah.
The quote was like,
you gotta say it like him though, cause like he emphasized certain words.
If I was to send you flowers, no, let me restate that. If I were to let you suck my tongue.
No, that's not what it's like. If I were to let you suck my tongue. That's cause it lets you hang for a second. You're like, wait, what is he gonna say?
All right, let's all try this one. Peach. Peach for hours.
Okay. I'm gonna stop right
there. So we're already going into spoilers, guys.
Okay,
but get back.
Spoiler free. I want to say a couple things, maybe something else. I saw this, like when you recommended this, I was all for it. And yeah, I was not annoyed with your pick. Just saying, because sometimes you say things to me and it annoys me. But today, when you said
most of the time,
most of the time, you know. But when you said let's watch Face Off for the podcast, I was like, yeah, I can do that.
Oh yeah, dude. I still agree. It was cheesy.
Yes.
But I still give it my 9 out of 10.
Dude, Con Air moves faster though. This movie slows down a lot.
It does. But there are some really good parts.
Yeah.
So I'll agree with you that Con Air was a better movie, but yes, this was a much better Nicolas Cage movie.
I'm gonna give it. Ooh, I'm good looking. Out of 10.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
Zim, what's your?
If I had to actually rate it, it's one of those movies that I feel like it's a guilty. I wouldn't even call it a guilty pleasure. It's just you feel guilty watching it afterwards. It's like, why?
You have not. You said that, but you have not watched the list of movies that
I know, right?
I have in my computer that I'm afraid to show to people.
Like Legally Blonde. I love that movie.
No, the ones you watch, you're just like, I gotta take a shower because I hate myself.
Love Actually.
Yes,
that's
that
a good
one.
movie.
I hate myself after watching that one.
But it's good, man.
No, you know what movie I hate myself after watching? I got depressed. Do you guys remember this movie called The Spirit?
No.
Do you know, it was a comic book movie, and I watched it. It had Samuel Jackson in it, and I just remember being so sad because it sucked so much. Like, I really wanted to see that movie, and I was so excited because, like, Frank Miller was really involved in it, and I watched it. I was like, this is a piece of shit, and I just felt sad for a few hours.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Cry Me a River.
Do you ever watch Meteor Man?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Wasn't that like the green and gray?
Yeah.
Yes, I watched that.
Something Townsend.
That's like a guilty pleasure of mine where I'm just like, because I've seen that recently, and I was like, this is fucking horrible, but I love it.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that this was a guilty out of 10.
Okay. I would recommend this to people who want to see a good Nicolas Cage film. Like, you know, this among like the cagey films is fun.
Well, one thing I thought it was funny is after I watched it, I just went on YouTube and I did like a quick face-off search, and they had like a couple clips and shit. And some of the comments are like, who the fuck is still watching Face-Off in 2018?
3WTA is watching
3WTA is watching it, that's for sure.
That's right. But who's watching 3WTA?
Yeah, nobody.
The people with class and taste.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're throwing that out there. Okay,
clearly you
cool.
can tell by Food Wars as
that. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, will that be released by the time it will. It will be.
All right, so let's start off with
when I edit that, it's gonna be weird because I'm gonna have to put all that weird shit in there.
If we're talking about editing,
we need a quick synopsis, guys. Quick. All right.
Really? So I sound like
it needs to be quick. Zim.
Oh, you know me. I just rail on and on and on.
What do you mean quick synopsis? The synopsis in the fucking title. Face Off. Done.
Oh yeah, that's true. Did you think someone's face was actually going to come off, Zim?
Before seeing the film, I did not. Malo, you got to put this in here like right now. Just edit a clip of mask on. Forget it. Face off.
That shit. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We're gonna pander the crap out of this in this episode.
Nice. So who's gonna give me that quick synopsis?
Quick synopsis. Face Off. Like man takes other man's face and they switch and then they try to live each other's lives and then they try to kill each other.
Wrong. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh.
So there's this one dude, right?
Okay.
Then I'm just fucking with y'all. All right. So yeah, that's a synopsis.
Freaky Friday in jail.
No, like legit.
I guess
Freaky Friday without magic.
Yeah, Freaky Friday without magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should start with the bad because there's not that much bad, right?
I'm tired, so I'm gonna wave in and out of this, but let's go for it.
Jim, what did you like about it?
Okay, so going into spoilers, the first thing that just put me way off on this film was that creepy mustache that Cage has at the beginning of the film.
No. First note I have is sexily Nicolas Cage stash. That's number one on my notes.
That's like a raper's mustache.
We agree to disagree. We agree to disagree.
You mean a rapist?
Yeah, a rapist. Dude, how could you not like that sweet stash when he was looking through the scope and everything? All right. I guess.
Okay, what's up with that fucking hand thing? That shit was annoying as fuck.
The hand on the face?
Yeah, everyone's doing it in the fucking movie. It was weird. It's fucking weird to me.
That's their always.
It's their believe it. That's what that
shit is.
No,
that's like the whole I see you.
It was stupid. It was annoying. That's my one, but
your one?
My one for right now.
It was like, they would do it at the worst times too. It's like, oh, hey, your dad just died, but I'm gonna, adopt you. Hand on your face.
Yeah. It was awkward. Like, I got what they were trying to do, but I
don't think I'd be okay with someone just randomly like, oh, you know what? You're so sexy right now. I'm gonna put my hand on your face. I don't think I'd like it.
So
why the fuck they did not handcuff him, Castor Troy, Nicolas Cage, when he was in coma? Because don't they do that to criminals or whatever? They handcuff you to the bed.
I asked the same question when I was watching this with my roommates. Apparently, they strapped him in, but he wasn't handcuffed.
Mm.
It's probably because they thought he was a fucking vegetable, dude. They were burning cigarettes on him. I don't think you're allowed to do that either, but they did.
But
and who is smoking in a hospital facility?
It's the 90s.
Yeah, okay.
But after how nasty that mustache was, of course, the whole thing is how he shot the kid instead of actually killing the FBI agent.
It's like a lung shot to me. I don't know.
What did he think was going to happen? You're shooting in a public area, like so many people around, like.
No, more like this. You're using a fucking sniper rifle to shoot someone. That thing that is going to go through him.
See, well, the thing is he was taking consideration for like the slope of the earth, the wind, but not the
Areolas
carousel,
effect.
Not the carousel
Spinning.
So that's what it was. Turn
slope
it
of the
off.
earth. What do you mean? The earth is flat. I'm kidding.
That's right.
Do not take me serious.
So
seriously, sorry.
Oh yeah, wait, no, I do have something I was annoyed at. I fucking hate that trope where they throw the Zippo lighters into the fire. I always found that annoying. That's just a little thing.
When did they throw?
When he was burning up the scientists and his black friend. They always do that in movies where they flick the Zippo and they throw it. I was like, you're wasting a good Zippo, bro.
But yeah, that his black friend though, he really reminded me of that one character in, what was it, Blink?
Blink?
Yeah, where he's wearing the white pants.
What's Blink?
Blink. Ink. Oh wait, Ink.
Oh, okay.
And he's wearing the white pants. And remember, that guy reminded me of my favorite movie, Only the Strong Survive.
That's not what it's called.
Only the Strong. Fuck you guys, man.
Hey, man.
You did it to yourself. You brought this on you.
You did.
That is true. I have no bads for it. All the stuff that I have down is the shit that I liked about it.
I loved how, I don't know if it's a bad thing, but it's like, why the fuck is there evil plans on the fucking floppy disk? That's not even password protected.
There's no way that, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't use floppy disks a lot. I was pretty young when those were still around, but there is no way you could fit all those schematics.
Yeah, you can.
It was a Z disk, right?
Everything he was doing, you could do. Because you gotta remember Doom was on a floppy disk. They weren't doing anything special. It made it look like it was special, but you can put that on a floppy disk. It was nothing too crazy. Like it was a video basically. If it was like an actual thing you can click on and stuff like that, then yeah, you might be getting kind of iffy. But they weren't doing anything too crazy. Speaking of technology, I don't know. You guys know what is it oscilloscope? I believe it is, or oscilloscope. You know guys know what that is?
No.
Okay, so this is
break it down to us.
So when I was getting my degree in computer engineering, I had to use this machine to look at the waveforms of voltages when we plug it into like not a motherboard, it's like a bread switch. It's basically when you make a circuit, you put stuff together, your transistors, your transformers, whatever, and your resistors, you just put it together, blah blah blah, capacitors, blah blah blah, all that shit, and you measure the voltage, whatever. The machine they were using to mess with his voice looked just like that. I haven't seen the machine in years, but I was like, are you fucking with me right now? I was like, I don't think that is what you say it is. Like, oh, it's a voice change. Like, that looks like an oscilloscope. I don't know. I think you guys just fucking with me right now. Like, I don't know. That was just me just from my past. Just
I don't think that technology probably existed.
No, I don't.
So,
yes.
They probably just like, this machine looks cool as shit.
Yeah.
Let's like, fuck with it. Hold on. Let's talk about this. You think it's possible to actually take someone's face off?
Yeah, you can.
And then put it on yourself?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Make yourself
because you
look
have to
like
have
that.
You would need to have the same kind of bone structure. They were trying to bullshit their way through it in the movie, but you would have because it would look right on you.
Well, they have that under thing that.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. But like, you can cut someone's face off. People do it, but to replace someone else's face, I believe you have to have the same bone structure. I believe we've had facial reconstruction, not face
swaps.
So I believe we have face swaps. It's like 2018. Like I'm pretty sure it's happened before. It's just I don't know. We could probably look it up, but I don't feel like it right now.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Do you think this is where the Death in the Family Joker got, or the authors got the idea for you're just like cutting off his face and then stapling it back on?
Well, they didn't staple back on, but yeah, maybe. But this movie's like what, 20 something years old, 30 something years old, or something?
Right? I'm just saying, like, Because they kind of even have the same haircut. That Joker and Cage in this.
I don't know if this is... Yeah. I see what you're trying to say. Did you guys notice... You ever seen Sherlock? The BBC series Sherlock?
I've seen a couple episodes of Sherlock.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Did you guys notice the brother talks like Moriarty?
I've not seen
he does. It's like...
Did you notice that the brother also does the Michael Myers pinky thing?
I didn't notice that, no. I was trying to do the voice. It's like, just my brother is doing this. I was like, why are you so like Moriarty? It was weird.
While we're on things of dislike.
Yeah. I didn't really dislike that. Just to take a note of it. But go ahead.
I dislike the whole, I don't know if it was like a metaphor that they were trying to do with the daughter at the beginning. The whole like, because she's always changing her look to be like, or what her father thinks, like, someone who she's not, but she wants to be known for who she is on the inside. That's a metaphor for the movie on, I'm going to have a different face, but it's who I am inside who really defines, like, I don't know. It felt like some
bullshit. Gotcha.
Also, this movie came out before the 70s show, right?
Yes.
So is that the first time Hyde was ever seen?
The first time what?
Hyde.
Oh shit! Yeah, Danny yeah. This is probably one of his first few.
It's actually really funny, like talking about how old the movie is his son's birthday is the same year as my birthday.
Nice.
So when I was watching this, I was like, "Oh shit, that's my birthday."
There you go.
I could be dead.
I don't know. Like, what was I thinking? My brain was going somewhere. Okay, yeah, this is a dislike kind of thing. So in this movie, John Travolta has to pretend to be like has to be Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage has to be John Travolta. John Travolta was kind of talking like Nicolas Cage, and he was being like kind of crazy like his character was, but he wasn't doing the eye stuff. He wasn't getting his eyes all bulgy. Like, remember the beginning when he grabbed that girl's ass? She's like, oh!
That was great.
Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I feel like those two acted like each other better than they acted as themselves.
No, I'm trying to say is like he was doing a good job, but he needed to do it better. Nick Cage was trying to be John Travolta, but eventually he was still being Nick Cage. Like, he couldn't help it.
No. See, that's the thing. That's okay. So Nicolas Cage was being John Travolta, trying to be Nicolas Cage, and then John Travolta was John Travolta trying to be Nicolas Cage. So that's why it's not perfect.
Because like there were beautiful moments where like he was cracking, like when they were fighting in the prison. He's like beating the guy up. And he starts laughing. He starts crying. He starts laughing again. And then like later on, was it when they're at the criminal house, whatever, and he just like starts freaking out and shit, and just oh my god, like Nicolas Cage was so Nicolas Caging it up. John Travolta was hamming it up, but it's like, man, you need a little bit more Nicolas Cage. You gotta express with your eyes,
Yeah, no. Well, I want to go into the good stuff because all I have was good. I want to talk about what I like.
Let's see. Jim.
We still got some bad. Jim. I don't know if, and I'm gonna call this a plot hole. So before,
plot holes, of course, man. This is a fucking 90s movie.
Before John in Nicholas's body goes to the prison, like they told him that that's what they're going to do. They're going to send him into this location. He's going to talk to the brother, and then, give it a couple of days, we'll get you out. So he already knew, like, what prison he was going to. So during the prison breakout, when he gets to the top and, he sees there's no helicopter, like, did he just forget that they were sea locked?
That was pretty stupid.
I think that was more for us because we didn't know that he was sea-locked.
We didn't know where he's going. But I want to talk about the prison thing. That motherfucking, John Travolta, I'm just going to say his character name, Sean Archer, was killing innocent people in the prison.
Guards left and right.
He was killing guards. You're a fucking officer.
No, he wasn't. Because, no.
Yes, he was.
No, the first guy he shot him in the leg.
He killed people. He killed officers.
Only when he had to. He's not Batman, bro.
You're right. He's not Batman.
Apparently, he's not Robin in the new Titans.
No, and then he also at the end he recognizes some dude that he knows, and he doesn't kill him.
He doesn't kill him, but he was killing more people.
Something that bothers me about this is when he goes back to like his wife to try to convince her. She's like, it's been a week. This whole movie, you're telling me?
Yeah, that was weird.
You telling me he's only been in jail that whole like 3 days or something? Like that was some. I don't know. The timing in this movie is just
also
way off.
I didn't like the fact that like I'm gonna kill you and then your girl's gonna die, and I'm gonna take your son, and he's gonna be mine. That was creepy to me.
Very.
Or they keep the kid at the end.
When they keep the kid at the end.
Hey, you know, our son died because you killed our son. Well, I'm gonna kill you and the son's mother.
Well, she dies in the process, but you knew she's gonna fucking die. I'm
gonna use your son to replace my lost son.
I just thought that was fucking creepy, man. Like, I didn't like that.
But that, I mean,
and Castor no Troy's one in his family calls him out.
Than the other girl.
Huh?
Castor Troy's wife was way hotter than Archer's wife.
Yeah, Gina Gershon was pretty hot back in the 90s. No doubt about that. She was in Showgirls, man. That was like one of the first boners I remember having as a kid was to that movie.
One thing that I didn't like about it, and I was telling Zim about this earlier, is that I wish we would have started like universes in movies back then, and then they could have maybe done it to where like he was in jail for like months and months and months.
Yeah.
And then that's when Archer took off and he was like, I'm going to make a sequel and it's going to be called Swordfish.
Oh, Jesus.
And then that's when all that took place.
He wasn't that crazy in Swordfish, though.
Basically, he wants a Nicolas Cage universe.
I want a Nicolas Cage.
I don't think we can handle that, man. That's too scary, man.
And a John Travolta universe where they're face-off buddies.
That's too scary, man. That really is.
Yeah, and then see, the thing is, then Nicolas Cage gets rehabilitated, joins the Navy, right? Then he gets unrehabilitated, goes to prison, but then he rehabilitates again, saves the plane.
Oh my God.
And it's a full circle.
Hey, what else you didn't like about this movie, Zim?
This one is actually something, it was a love-hate. So near the end, when we see Cage in a suit, I can't take him serious. Like my roommate's gonna attest to this. I just bursted out laughing. Like I know they were trying to be serious. Like, oh, this is a funeral. This is gonna be like where the final showdown happens. As you called it, the Mexican standoff. But as soon as I just saw him in a suit and glasses,
I thought he looked cool as hell.
I don't remember that part in my mind right now, so I can't give a comment. But I'm pretty sure I'll put an image up on the line.
It's like trying to, it's like watching a cat wear a suit. It's funny. Like, no matter how serious looking the cat is trying to be, or, how unenjoyable it is to the cat, you watching it are laughing because that's not the cat's natural environment.
If that's how Zim feels about it, all right, that's your opinion, man. I'm not gonna, that's all you.
But yeah, let's get into the things we enjoyed.
I loved his facial expressions.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, like when he killed Winters in the beginning, he did a scrunched up face and it sounded like he just jizzed like as he pulled.
And then he like drops her and then he kind of just like, oh sorry.
Like you only got one bullet, whatever. And then like they're fighting each other. Then he pulls the trigger and he's like gets on the ground and starts going like, oh don't kill me, man. Oh my God, don't kill me. And I'm sitting there going like he's reaching for it. Like just sitting there going, hey, John Travolta, I know you see him going for that. Like he's not really hiding that well. No one can see this, right? No one can see my arm back here getting it. Okay, then he goes up for it, and
John Travolta does the Baruto Naruto kick, and
the Baruto Naruto kick.
Yeah,
I'm not putting a fucking image of that in there because I don't know what that is. It sounds stupid as shit. Is it like the family Kamehameha wave?
Yeah, dude, and then he kicks him.
Don't hate on the Kamehameha.
I didn't hate on it. I just asked the question.
What'd y'all think about that little box that Castor Troy had?
I love that
little box is fucking amazing.
Like weed, SCs, like some random shit in there.
Those guns, man. You can't help but love those guns.
Oh man, John Woo and your double guns, man. Oh man.
So disliked the actual. I'm gonna call it the plane walk where he had when he was.
He was the only one getting air blown on him. It was hilarious.
What are y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about.
At the beginning, like when when his brother and whatnot and the others are waiting for him at the car in the plane when they're trying to get on the plane, like he has this really weird just like walk that he does. When he has like the jacket, like, flapping in the air behind him.
But he looks badass. I know exactly what part you're talking about. Is no one's other clothes? Is no one else?
No one else. No one else. Jack is moving.
But I gotta say, I respect the power move he has on his brother where he's just like, I'm gonna tie your shoes. Right, you're a grown man, but I'm gonna tie your shoes for you, bro.
So yeah, he pulls up. Moriarty little brother's like, oh, look, my brother's here.
Yeah, that's fucking sweet as hell, dude.
Yeah. Look at slow motion.
Is he supposed to be like Blade? Like,
oh my God.
Wearing like the red.
Just looking at that.
He's better than Blade, dude. Dude, look at this. People like respect, bro. Have people take off your jacket.
Put respect on my name.
All right. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed this. So you remember when I don't know how much horror movies you find, but I'm gonna watch. But I'll just say this. So do you guys remember when Nick Cage first woke up from his coma? They shot it like they shot it and they did sound effects if it's a horror movie. He just pops up and it's like a horror movie. Are you fucking Jason Voorhees right now? What the fuck's happening right with this?
I just remember his like creepy fucking cough and laugh, dude. That was.
He's like, Nick Cage.
Whenever Nicolas Cage was playing Nicolas Cage or whatever, he was fucking crazy, dude. You could just feel the craziness coming off. Man,
it was great.
I love that shit.
Something else I loved, the plane fight. Not the shootout after.
I gotta talk about the plane. Okay, but go ahead.
The whole like helicopter versus the plane. Like, oh, you
everyone knows how to fly a plane in a helicopter apparently? Like, what the fuck?
Trying to lift that wing up. I'm just gonna like park the, what do you even call those? The legs?
Flaps?
We'll say flaps right now. I'm pretty sure.
No, like the legs on the helicopter, just like, I'm gonna just like break off your wing right there.
I thought that was pretty smart because I mean, you always see like fucking people trying to stop planes and they're always in a car trying to stop a plane. How the fuck? That's not going to work.
JT was trying to stop him in a car, which was weird because I didn't know there was another person in the car the first time I saw it. Because the way they were shooting it, it made it seem like JT was in there by himself, but then they did a quick shot to show us the guy next to him. Because the black guy started screaming, like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "How'd you get in the car?"
Oh, yeah,
but because it's like do like quick cuts, and then they focus the camera so much on JT that you don't realize there's someone else in the car if you blink because they showed a black guy at one point. That was weird. But since we're talking about the airplane, I lost my mind just a half a second. It wasn't that bad. I started counting shit again. So I was watching it, right? And I was thinking in my head, it's like, I wonder if this has many cuts or shots, as the plane crash in Con Air. So I counted them. And so in this one, it was about 8 shots or 8 cuts basically of the plane once it hit the building. That's when I did it. When it hit the building, it's like 8 cuts. The one for Con Air, if you start when they hit the first part of the building before they go inside, it's about 12 to 14 cuts.
Dang.
Like that. Wow. I might be off. It might be a little more because I was like really tired when I was counting them, but I was looking at that and I was just like, that many cuts compared to this many cuts. Like, because also this one was like, this is the beginning movie. We got to just do this real quick and let's keep going. That one was like, no, this is the final piece. So we got to show all the fucking destruction.
All right. So since are you done with that?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Since we're talking about this particular scene and Con Air, there's one thing that I noticed about Con Air and this thing is that, okay, so in Con Air, the main bad guy was Cyrus the Virus, right?
Yes.
So do you remember that one line where in Con Air, he's like, if you don't fly this plane, I'm going to fucking shoot you. And then the captain's like, you don't have anyone else to fly the plane. And then Cyrus is like, I don't think that far ahead. I feel like that was a pussy ass like threat.
Yeah.
Whereas Castor Troy was just like, fuck it. Bam. I don't give a shit. No one here to fly the plane. Oh, well.
Castor, you can't fly a plane. You're right. I can't fly a plane. I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Oh man, Castor Troy was amazing. Let's talk about Castor Troy.
Yes.
This man fucked his enemy's wife.
And his sister.
No.
The day he went to jail.
Oh, no. You talking about the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're talking about
I'm talking about John
Archers.
Travolta. Yes, John Archer. Like, he fucked his wife and he fucked her good.
Dude, he gave it to her.
And then I was terrified because I was like, please don't fuck his daughter. Please don't fuck his daughter.
Oh, dude, that one scene?
Like, so many different forms of uncomfortable.
I was so scared.
I was hoping he would.
Bro.
I was like, get that.
I know you would, but I'm so glad that he just taught her here. Here's
let's
a knife,
talk
whatever.
about Castor Troy.
Let's talk about Castor Troy.
Opening of the movie. That's what made me want to be a priest. Yeah. I was like, dude, this is great. You get to touch chick's ass. You get some. You go to all kinds of drugs. And then I started going to more Bible study school, and I was like, this is not like fucking Face Off.
Can we say this in the Me Too era? Can you say that you want to just grab on ladies' butts? Is that loud? You can say that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say that? I don't know.
Bard does not talk for the rest of 3WTA.
Yeah, that's his Bard.
This is
as long as it's consensual.
It's fine. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, good. I thought you just grabbed butts.
Look at these hands, bro. You know how many girls can get these hands? Wait, I don't think
Wait, no. That's
bad, right? That's beating women.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's his line.
Bart is not okay with beating women.
That's Zim's line. He's the one who wants to beat up anime girls. So.
Okay. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you gotta remember that. Gotta remember that. But yeah, Castor Troy was the best worst guy in the movie. He really was.
I like the fact that when he's partying with when Archer as Castor Troy is partying with all his buddies.
Yes.
And they're like, so what do you want to do with him? You know, he's like, I want to take his face. Oh. But every single one of his buddies is like, this fucker is crazy.
Yeah.
And I believe that he will actually try and take his face off. Like no one was sitting there like, oh, this guy's just talking shit. They were all just like, damn, we're going to take this dude.
We're going to
take his face off.
Yeah, it's going to happen. That's what he's going to fucking do. He's going to cut his face off.
Also, how is, John's character even allowed on this case?
Oh my God, me too. I was
this dude killed your son. I'm pretty sure this
interest.
Especially not like the head cop on it.
Yeah. It's a movie. It's like how the floppy disk had the plot on the movie. You know, it's like, it's a movie. It's whatever. Like, go on what you go on, basically.
Another plot hole in this movie.
Okay.
They said how, you know what? I want to be the hero, so I need you to tell the cops or give me something so I can go and, disarm the bomb.
Yes.
It's going to be worth more than 10 million because, I'll be a hero. I can get whatever I want. Throughout the rest of the film, I mean, yeah, he gets to talk to the president, but I'm pretty sure he did not get anywhere near 10 million.
No. It was a long run game. Because remember, I think he even says, we're going to take out all our competition.
Yeah.
And then we'll do some shit up. And also one thing about it I didn't like is not once did I ever hear them refer to him as codename Duchess.
Oh, I got it. I did think about that when I saw that, but not, I got it.
You got it.
I got it. Also, did you guys notice this thing? Remember in the beginning of the movie when Castor was talking to his brother and he's like, oh man, I love you so much. I might just kill you.
No, I don't remember.
You remember that part?
No.
It was in the very beginning of the movie where, when he was, I think it's right before he tied his shoes or right after.
Okay. Yeah. I think I know.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I would just have to kill you, whatever. And it's hilarious because he kind of did wearing his brother's, like wearing Cass's, Troy's face. Sean kind of killed him. Like,
yeah, he did.
And I thought that was kind of funny. Also, did everyone know about this fucking face swap technology? So beforehand, because why was Cass's brother being all like, so, what medications did I take? It's like, motherfucker, like, how do you
yeah.
What are you doing?
All
you know is that his brother. Like, do people know that there's a face swapping technology out there? Like, I thought that was weird that he would question his brother and say, so yeah, what medication am I taking?
Well, maybe he thinks he's wired. Like maybe.
Yeah, he is wired. You're right, because those fucking magnet boots. That was the prison scene was a long scene that could have been shortened. And this is a 2-hour movie. And that fucking adds onto it. You have these giant magnet boots. Why is no one stomping anyone to death with these giant magnet boots? They're just punching. I was like, no, stomp. Kick him in the nuts or something like that.
He did in the fight.
He need to do more of it. Just do more of it.
I think you could have done a lot more damage.
I think it was like I think that scene was established like, oh yes, in the future they have all this technology, but they didn't do anything really else. It's like, okay, we have face swapping technology. We can get rid of your love handles apparently really quickly. And we have super healing things that takes days instead of weeks. And we have magnet boots. What else?
No, not even days. This whole thing was done in like hours because remember, it's been a week since, the whole movie goes operation, the, time in jail, the breaking out, all of that was less than a week.
Ain't that about something? So other than that, what other technologies was shown to go like, wow, this is the future?
Wireless headphones.
Where you saw those at?
The fight scene, shootout, little boy.
Oh shit. I thought that was just like something else. Not my, yeah. All right. Man, this is gun porn. This movie is gun porn.
But did you like Over the Rainbow
explosions? It's beautiful.
Dude, everything exploded. Every fucking thing. He shot
the boat.
He shot a cabinet full of chemicals. Explosion. Maybe the chemicals mixed together and they make explode. No, I'm pretty sure it's just water.
It was sulfuric acid.
I was like,
why do they have just a big ass giant bottle of sulfuric acid sitting right there on
I don't
the
think
counter?
Shooting a sulfuric acid bottle will make it explode.
It did.
Everything exploded. Everything had sparks. It was the cynical, like, what is this?
What is this madness? I'm typing on this computer trying to hack stuff, and now the big monitor is starting to spark up and explode.
I was like, oh my God.
Everything explodes. It's great.
It is. It was great. It was pure like 90s action.
Dude, the boat falls into the water and then explodes.
Did you guys?
It's in water.
Did you guys see those two random guys that popped out? They just came from like some kind of time vortex as they're flying off the boat. Two random people appeared, and then Nicolas Cage and John Travolta landed on the other side. It was weird. It's like some kind of time portal open, took those two guys out, put the stunt doubles in. They look nothing like
them at all.
Oh, no, I didn't notice that.
You noticed that towards the end, they're flying in the air.
A direct quote from my roommate.
Oh man,
a direct quote. It's like, these stunt doubles could not look less like them unless they were a different ethnicity.
Was it Beverly Hills Cop where Eddie Murphy did some kind of move and he got some giant black man to do it for him? It's like, that's not Eddie Murphy. I don't know who that is, but that's not Eddie Murphy. Okay, never mind.
Something I loved, which I love it in a 90s film, wouldn't hold up now, was the mirror gunshot.
Oh, yeah.
Where, they're back to back and then it's like, well, I guess we'll just kill each other. And then, they're pointing their guns,
but they're looking
at themselves and pulling the trigger.
But it made him stop because it's like, this is the person I hate the most that I'm aiming at. I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. That's
right.
That's like it
was good.
That was deep. That was so artistic. Much better than the whole daughter situation. Like, oh, I'm gonna be all angsty, changing my look, but care about who I am inside. Then at the end of the movie, my hair's gonna be down.
She's gonna be the perfect sister to the brother.
This movie did deep stuff very, very quickly. But it didn't have to do it. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that Nicolas Cage is cracking. That Sean Archer is cracking, trying to be Castor Troy. Like, even when he's talking to his wife, he's like freaking out and stuff like that. He's like, no, it's me.
Well, you could tell he was also getting into it also, man. I think Archer started to like being a bad guy.
Yeah, he did. But Troy, he was just like, I like fucking around with people. That's all it was. And I love when he killed the old guy. Oh, he's having a heart attack. And it's like, okay.
Dude, he checked his pulse or he held his fucking mouth closed for like 2 seconds.
It's the same thing they do in all movies. It's like, here, let me tap your neck. 2 seconds. Yep, he's dead. He's dead. Done. But I like that. There's no reason for them to be deep about these things, but the actors did have moments where it's like, I am trying to be someone else. It is actually affecting me. And, it's causing me to fucking lose my shit.
Right. Okay. Best scene in this movie.
Yeah.
The church shootout or standoff.
Yeah.
Where you just have like 5 different people, guns pointing at each other. They're doing the little Star Wars eye, nod. Like,
oh my God.
It's like, you gonna pull that trigger? You gonna pull it? You gonna pull it? It just, I don't know. That was just, I love it. I want to watch that scene over
there was a
over
part in there that I rewinded and laughed at. So they're shooting at each other. It's basically when it's Archer versus Troy. So,
versus both of their wives.
No. This is just when both of them are coming at each other in the church scene. Troy's running away from him. Archer has him at gunpoint. He does a flip on the ground and then shoots at him. I'm like, why'd you fucking do that?
So many unnecessary flips.
I think he was jumping over something. He needed to do that.
No,
flip,
he did. Okay, go. Let me see if I can find it.
He's already, like, there was a canister behind him. He's already past the canister, then he does the jump.
Right here. Look at this. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? There was no need for that.
He needed to readjust himself and have his back.
He's like, where's gravity? Like, I gotta find what the point of gravity is and be closest to it.
He needed
no reason.
He needed his back on the ground to fight the recoil of the gun.
There was no reason for that stupid ass flip. He stands up, does a flip. The guy's running away from him. There's no reason to do a flip.
I bet you that was Nicolas Cage saying, hey, I want to do some of my own stunts. Check out. Look what I can do.
Oh my God. Everyone's jumping and jiving.
I have a question.
What's up, bro?
With Jamie. Why
Jamie?
was the daughter?
Yeah. Okay.
Why did she hesitate to shoot her quote unquote real dad when she first comes, and sees them struggling with each other and he's like, shoot him. Like, You don't know who this man is, but your dad, who's obviously an FBI agent, is telling you to shoot him. I feel like there shouldn't have been the whole hesitation where it's like
I agree with you 100%. Because if you notice it,
there should be no hesitation.
She was pointing the gun at her dad,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "I'm your dad, shoot him." And then she moves the gun. So it was like, yeah, she should have never had the gun pointed at her dad in the first place.
There's no reason to hesitate because she doesn't know these guys. Only time she should hesitate when he points the gun at her, and they're like, okay, why is my dad pointing the gun at my own head? This is kind of weird.
Does that sexy lick?
Oh God.
So yeah, like I can I'm fine with it after she's been a hostage.
Yeah.
But before that, there was no reason for hesitation.
And then she heard his voice and was like, still, no.
No, like, even the voice, because he has the voice changer thing. So
yeah, there's still no reason. Keep that gun on him. You don't know this fucking guy.
I thought it was great though that at the very end she ends up stabbing Troy
with the very knife that he gave her for protection,
and fucking twists it so it doesn't close.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was watching that, I really thought he was gonna fuck the shit out of his
I was
daughter.
terrified. I did not want that to happen. I was like, I don't need this in my life. I got enough evils going around me. I don't need this. Also, so Castor Troy didn't die right at the end, right? He's not dead. I don't think he's dead.
They didn't mention it. I mean, they didn't say anything.
Like why?
They had him in the car, in the ambulance, and they had like a fucking pressure thing on his body, like that. And then they're going to take his face off again. So, it's better to take it off living tissue than dead tissue. So I'm like, I don't think Castor Troy is dead. So this movie can happen all over again.
So we could have a sequel.
We could have a sequel.
Damn.
We're not getting a sequel.
That would be badass. But
why not? Fucking Nicolas Cage makes like 100 movies a year.
Check it out. No, it leaves Nicolas Cage. Now he turns his body into, he's played by, what's it called? Batman?
Michael Keaton?
No.
Ben Affleck?
Val Kilmer?
New Batman.
Ben Affleck?
Not Ben Affleck.
The new Batman?
Yeah. Old Batman, new Batman, but not Ben Affleck.
Christian Bale?
Christian Bale is going to play as Castor Troy because they switch his face. Who plays John Travolta? Fuck it, let's go with Batman. Ben Affleck.
I don't know. Matt Damon. I don't know.
We got some Bourne series going stuff in there.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain's fuzzy. I can't think too much of that on that one. What else you guys got? Because I threw away my notebook. I didn't write too much down. I'm just going off with swims into my brain.
I thought it was pretty fucked up that at the end, John Travolta was like, "Doesn't matter if I die, you're gonna have to look at your face for the rest of my face for the rest of your life," and he just starts fucking cutting at his.
I was like, "Oh no, his face!" And I was like, "Remember, like, oh no, they can fix that instantly with the fucking lasers. Yeah. Like that's nothing. Fuck off with that shit." But it was still kind of cool, like that he was doing that shit. Like,
where did he get his wedding band from? Didn't he give it to the friend, and didn't he get burned to a crisp?
Yeah, but when he was they're showing the scene. Because he's like, hey, check this out. He showed them, like, he got him from the black guy.
I know, but I'm just
somehow,
saying,
some way, I don't know. Maybe the black guy was wearing it because he wants to be really close to JT. I just want to reiterate this point that this is a fun movie. It's a fun 90s film. Like,
I enjoyed it.
I just want to put that out there.
That's something. This is a movie that, like you said, it's a 90s film. It's great for the 90s. You could not have this movie come out this year.
Why not?
Well, first of all, there's way, way, way too much like groping, unconsensual groping.
Maybe I can't remember at the moment.
Is that not allowed in movies now?
Well, let's not get into that. I don't know. Go for it. Keep going.
Then
is this whole like our PC culture?
Well, people don't.
We're not getting into it.
It's more like people don't know what fantasy and reality is at sometimes. But let's not get into it because we don't want to get a copyright strike or not copyright. We don't want to get like a community guideline strike or some shit.
God,
go for it.
Right.
I mean, you have that. We have. I don't know. I don't like movies that have like weird foot fetishes nowadays.
Quentin Tarantino. You know what movie?
That was a loving husband. Well, a loving husband.
Yeah.
Arch enemy, like nemesis.
Yeah.
Rubbing on a girl's foot.
It's not
perfectly natural.
I remember the movie where I realized that Quentin Tarantino has a foot fetish. It was Death Proof, where the beginning of the movie is staring at that girl's foot, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" And then I remember watching Kill Bill, and it's hit me again, going like, okay.
Like, wiggle my toes.
That was, why were we staring at her feet for so fucking long? And it's like, oh, he has a foot fetish. Yeah, that makes so much sense now.
Wow, that's weird.
It makes so much sense. Like, I also think, the person who made, the Disney Tangle movie has a foot fetish too.
I haven't seen that movie.
If you watch it, you'll see that they put a lot of focus on her toes for some reason. And I guess because they're wiggling and I guess like little tiny digits are hard to move like that. So it was weird.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't have a foot fetish, so.
I don't. Okay. Yeah. Why you had to say that though?
Yeah.
'Cause
No
y'all think I'm weird.
No one
one's
here
kink shaming you.
Yeah. No one here said we had or didn't have. We were talking about a person.
I told y'all
having.
what I like boobs.
You said you like feet.
Oh shit, I did. Oh my god. I have
Yeah.
a foot fetish.
You do.
I just realized it. Shit.
But go ahead. What are the reasons?
I'm just saying, like, it's a film that it's a 90s film, but it's a film that has to stay in the 90s.
I think this film could be made today, but it wouldn't be. It would probably be neutered in some way, or it just be made for a different kind of audience. Because like, have you seen Dredd? That movie's super violent and fucking amazing.
No, you can have violent
Dredd is
movies.
good.
Yeah, but the sexual stuff.
We gotta watch Judge Dredd next, man.
No.
I know you're talking. You're talking about the new one.
I'm talking about Dredd.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd's a classic.
I don't. Like after seeing Dredd,
Then,
it's
from
like
there we gotta jump.
I am the law.
We gotta jump to Demolition Man. We got the three seashells.
Okay, I'm down with Demolition Man. Judge Dredd is not as good as I remember it. I remember it not being
Bro,
good.
none of the movies that we watch are gonna be as good as you remember.
No, some movies are terrible too, and they're gonna be as terrible. But I don't know, because we haven't really watched anything that was just bad yet. We watch things that have interest us. Like we haven't purposely went out and watched some terrible shit.
Terrible? Are you sure?
Like what?
We saw we did an episode of Justice League.
Yeah, but we were mostly like mad to that.
Wait,
because
that was an awesome movie.
Fuck off. What happened was because we have movies that we hate, but we haven't watched them yet because we don't know if we're ready for it.
Gods of Egypt,
Batman vs Superman. I don't know if you have one.
No,
you do have one.
Kingsman 2.
Kingsman 2.
I don't want to watch that movie, man.
But we haven't, we'll get to those movies eventually, but those are like special episodes.
Okay, name of like a truly bad like 90s, 80s movie.
A truly bad?
Yeah.
Like,
it was
no
bad
redeeming
in
factor?
the 90s?
Like it was bad in the 90s, in the 80s, or whatever. Give me an example of what you mean that we haven't seen like a bad movie.
I don't know, cause like just watch shit from Red Letter Media. They watch some terrible shit, but like just legit bad. Cause like people say Westworld is bad, and I like Westworld. Waterworld.
Waterworld is fucking great.
So I'm sitting there going like, why you, like, I get why you can get angry at it at some points, but it's fucking amazing movie. Like fuck off with that. But you also talking Tyre and Mallow, so I have a headache building, so I can't really actually think too hard on it. Cause I'm pretty sure there's some 90s films I've been watching. That was like, this is trash, but like.
But all those Beverly Hill Cop movies.
Those aren't 90s movies.
What?
No.
Beverly Hills is
those
great.
are great.
The one that did come out in the 90s was trash. The third one. The third one that came out in the 90s was trash.
But I said
when did
80s,
Rush Hour
90s.
3 come out?
Rush Hour what?
3.
Dude, all the Rush Hours are fucking awesome.
No, 1 and 2.
1 and 2. The
One and
third
two.
one.
Yes.
The third one was trying too hard, and it was like, fuck off with that shit.
Is that the one where they're in like in Paris?
I think so.
Maybe.
I don't know.
1 and 2 were great.
But yeah,
that.
Like, is that something you guys want to do? You want to watch something intentionally bad? Like,
Yeah, we need to see something intentionally bad.
We know after the podcast we can talk about that more. But is there anything else we want to say about this? Since we're a little bit rambling on.
Well, okay. Now that we've talked about it a little bit more, like, does your rating change?
No, I enjoy this movie. I forgot what my rating was, but
I'm so good looking.
Yeah,
yeah, or some shit like
I
that.
said that. No, I like if on a number scale. I don't do number scales. Fuck off. But I'll recommend this movie to people who like 90s action flicks, and if you like Nicolas Cage, I recommend this movie to you. Like I'm not ashamed to say that. I really like the movie. It's a long movie. I wish they could cut some parts out of it, but
it was 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Yeah, it was long. You can cut some shit out of it, but I was not regretful. I guess that's the wrong word. I don't know. I didn't sit there going like, man, I wasted my time. Like I lost 2 hours. I didn't feel like I lost 2 hours. I feel like, oh, I remember this movie that I liked as a kid, and I still like it. Like it still holds up. Yeah. That's good to know. Man, this headache is like really fucking building. I gotta take some in a little bit, but we're gonna close this out soon, right?
Yeah, we're good.
So yeah, final thoughts. Like I said, I recommend this film. It's a good film. Watch it and get your Nick Cage on.
Get you some Cage loving.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Obviously, I recommended it, so I would recommend it again.
Okay.
9 out of 10, of course.
Okay.
If you want something to watch, it is on Netflix for anyone who wants to. You got time, check it out.
Okay. Well, this has been whatever you want to talk about, and this has been Tired Mallow again.
This is Zim after his second Cage movie.
This is Bard. Peach. I could eat a peach for hours.
Suck that tongue.
Damn! Come on, bro.